everyone. Hello, hello. I'm glad that my microphone is working because I didn't check it before the stream started. I was like, oh, I always forget, like, every single time. Except for the few times when I don't forget and then nothing goes wrong. But then the one time I end up like, oh, hi, welcome. Welcome. Hope you're all having a nice day. Hi Rulu, hi Jun, hi Bear. Bear, thank you for the lurking. I hope you enjoy your poetry lecture. Hi Jill, hi Lyrical, hi Dickerus, hi Jump, hi Kumiko, hi Millie. Welcome. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a nice day so far. What's everyone been up to? I sort of can't think of what I've been doing overly too much. Just a kind of like one of them quieter days. Hey Shotgun, welcome. I've been thinking about how much I want to play Ace Combat. I've been thinking a lot about Ace Combat. I'm having the Ace Combat cravings. But we'll get there soon, hopefully. But yeah, I hope you've had a nice day. My streak 67 has lost to give way to 68. The only way to what you do is you get to 69 streak, and then you skip a stream, losing the streak, and then you go all the way back up to 67 and 69 again, and the cycle repeats. Ho of the plane ho, yippee! Let's go. What other numbers are funny? I guess 42 is kind of a funny number as well. Because he goes berserk again. Yeah! Oh, that would have been a good title for the stream. If we end up like taking one more stream to finish this game, which I suspect we probably will, maybe that can be the title. But yeah, what's everyone been up to? I've been thinking a lot about video games I want to collect. Physically. There's too many. Incredible plan, Lexi. Thank you. 42, yeah. It's the meaning of life. Hi Mary, hi, welcome. How are you? I'm okay. What have you been up to? I love the painting you're doing of the knight's ultra reflective armor. It's so good. Back to Guts Torture Nexus again. Yeah. This game is very fun, although it does kind of have like a bit of a catch where it's one of those games that you just read the spiel, you do the entire game. That's okay. I do kind of like this introduction, it's kind of cool. I saw Red Ninja for £35. I need a copy of Red Ninja. Wait, how much is it on eBay at the moment? Red Ninja PS2. I need to get it quickly. Oh no, it's like 109. Ooh. Pain. I'd actually like to buy them and play them on my actual PlayStation 2. It's a game I enjoy enough to play it in my own time as well. Hi Lyrical, welcome! It's interesting when it gets remade but keeps the OG available like this. Oh! Yeah, no, I did that with a couple of the mods of mine, but then I gave up because I kind of like the original more. Thank you, Alex. I've been addicted to grilled sandwiches made in the frying pan. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. I've been thinking of a Lexi emote, which is just wait, let me see. I think I took a screenshot. It was a screenshot of an anime OVA, and I need to recreate this in emote form. Or it could just be like a little doodle that I do, but I need more like stupid looking emotes. There's like a checklist of emotes that you need to create. Like you need a love emote and maybe a flower emote, and I don't have any of those. Instead I have this emote, and I have this emote. For some reason, I have this emote. I don't even know why. Oh yeah, I have this emote. What am I thinking? Why am I like this? Because I really like cute emotes. I like using heart emotes and things like that. That's like my favorite emotes from when I like subscribe to other people. But for my own purposes, the temptation to draw silly things is just too great. So I want to create a I want to create a fairy bread. Oh, fairy bread! Oh my gosh, it just works. It works so well. I want to create this, and I also want to do a I want to do a stingray face. I saw that, I was like, oh wait, stingrays are really cute. Look at that little goopy face. I need to create a stingray emoji and a bread emoji. Fairy bread just works too well. I made this one recently for very little reason. Those are the best emotes to have. Teemo, yeah, it was a joke from a really long time ago. It's not even related to my stream. It was one of my early emotes because at first I didn't have any because I drew them on myself. But I feel like if I remove it, then people are going to get upset. So I just haven't done it. I love this one. Yeah, it's good. I like the idea of having like more cry emotes on. I drew a bunch of faces, but I haven't like turned them into emote form yet. I just ordered a copy. Yippee! Let's go! It must be like the Sonic Adventure 2 situation where it's reasonably priced in UK and Europe, but not in the US GameCube version. Oh! Yeah, I was actually a little bit surprised when I saw that Sonic Adventure 2 was like going for so much money because it's like one of the most popular Dreamcast games. Like it should be affordable. Sonic games are usually pretty affordable, but obviously something has changed. It's great because they have a slightly different vibe to them. Like this is here's a drink and this is here's a pint. Look at it. It's great. I love it too. I don't have that many emote slots free, so if I did, what I've been doing is cheating and see how I have like all of these animated emotes? That's because you get like 20 animated emote slots. So I just like put go to a website that allows you to like animate them very quickly and yeah, then I can take advantage of. So I try to like move the move the ones that I'm most fond of into the animated emote slots and then keep that. No, stop. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, here we go. I think this is just a cutscene. At least you can always move things to 7 TV as well. Yeah. You know, 7 TV is a good way to get extra slots as well. I actually haven't drawn an emote in like a really long time. Should oh, my controller's low on battery. That's a pain. It's okay, I can plug it in. Oh. I don't want to though. I don't want to plug it in. I want to be lazy. I do have like a couple of ideas for a love heart emotes. One of them was like you. I'm not really a wrestling girly, but I kind of like the idea of, you know how wrestlers like use the chair in order to like knock the other person out. I kind of like the idea of an animated Lexi emote where it's like Lexi with a chair. Oh, you know Cherith. You know Cherith from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, it's kind of going to be a bit like that, but it's going to be with like a love heart instead. Hey, welcome back, Bear! I wasn't watching this because of spoilers. Okay, bye, Bear. I think that's a silly idea and I like it. I really like how the wallpaper in this room is just like repeating. I like how the wallpaper— wait. Look at this, because they thought they could get away with this without it being commented on. Look at the rugs. Look, it's just like a hallway with like the same rug texture repeating over and over again. Also, look at the paintings on the wall. Don't need to AI generate anything. I love that it's just a repeating rug hallway. And from nowhere, Lexi with the chair slamming your opponent as a KO. Yeah, I think that would be funny. The only thing is that I'm sort of like struggling to figure out how to draw it. I think if it's like animated, it will make sense, but I don't know if I want to animate it. Maybe I'll commission someone to do it. But then again, I've like drawn most of my emotes myself. I kind of want to keep them like that. He's running like a regular windy day in Britain. Why does the boy in the picture look so pouty?
Yo, 久しぶりだな、切り込み隊長。誰だ？ご挨拶だな。忘れちまったのかよ。この声、この顔。柔道。言ったろ？戦場じゃ背中に気をつけろってな。
Hello. Vicky, hi, welcome. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you too. I hope you're having a lovely day. If you want any artsy help, let me know. I will. I'll send you a message if I if I get it going.
確かにな。あれから随分辛い旅を続けてる。おめえ昔言ってたよな。それがどうだ。違う。俺はお前たちの
Morning, hi Splat, welcome.
高野団の恨みを。恨む？勘違いする。
それが大将のためとなればなおさらだ。
確かに残酷な最後だった。
I may read this dialogue out. It's true, it was an unfortunate end, but
あんな結末だったからこそ俺は信じたい。俺たちの生きた命に意味があったんだと。
Because of our lives ended, I wanted to believe that our life had some meaning.
俺はグリフィスを恨んじゃいない。
I don't hate Griffith.
わかるか？おめえがまだ半端にあの世とこの世の間でずるずると生き延びてる理由が。
Do you even get why you're still halfway between this world and the next?
グリフィスにとっておめえの命がその程度の重さでしかないってことだ。
Because your life was very important to Griffith.
でなきゃおめえもこっち側にいるはずだからな。
Oops, otherwise you would be over here with us too.
そのおめえが俺たちの恨みを晴らすだと？
And you say that you're going to avenge us.
はあ、おこがましってんだよ。
But what a bullshit.
俺たちは腐っても鷹だ。鷹の段だ。
No matter how much we rot, we're still the Hawk.
本大将に刃を向けられて黙っている兵士はいない。
No soldier would look the other way when the leader is in danger.
お前がグリフィスと戦うというのなら
You're going to fight Griffith?
よせ。やめろ。
I think there was a slight temptation on my behalf because it's so obviously not that we're obviously not fighting these people. Hey Alex, welcome! Can we kill Caucus again? He ain't my favorite. Sure!
ガッツ。どうなってんだ。一体。
I'll kill him first just for you.
やめろ。
Look, he's not even fighting back.
おめえは所詮そんなもんなんだよ。
Going to counter his stats.
グリフィスの足元にも及ばねえ。
Oh yeah, that's right.
おめえは疫病神なんだよ。
Ow. Come back!
戦え。
どうなってんだ。一体。
Come back!
てめえのその苦しそうな面拝みたかったぜ。てめえやりやがったな。
He's just as annoying as he was in the manga.
探していた何かに手が届くこともなくここで死ぬんだ。
Back! No!
だけは許せるんだよ。
Somehow they made him like even more of a gremlin
幻じゃね
in the game.
え。俺はお前たちのために。
さすがは元切り込み隊長。
Berserk is so good. I gotta play this game soon. Caucus was such a storm. Hey, Blue Bear, welcome.
探していた何かに手が届くことも
Yeah,
な
I
く
didn't like him
ここで死
either.
ぬんだ。
There's like a, if you hear the ping sound, if you press the X button, you can counter them, although
さすがだな。
the timing doesn't quite work out like you'd expect it to because I
俺はお前たちのために。
do
さす
know.
がは元切り込み隊長だ。
Hey, Ando. Ah, hang on.
戦え。
So as well, could I interest you in a Clock Tower-inspired modern retro game? Oh my gosh, yes, please. I love Clock Tower. Well, I say that despite not having played Clock Tower, but it's just because I know that I will like Clock Tower. I've been like putting off playing Clock Tower for such a long time because I want to stream it. I want to stream it. Whoa.
本気なのか。
Bye, Pippin!
前の
A little groggy, but I just woke up. How are you doing? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm glad that you've woken up. Where are we up to? Why must they fight? They were family. It's so sad.
俺
Well,
たちの
except for
恨みを
Falcon.
晴らすために戦ってるんじゃねえてめえ自身の恨みのために這いずり回ってるのさはあきれい事言ってんじゃねえぜ
Pretty cool scene. Thanks for killing Caucus first. You're welcome. Wow. Red, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift sub to Blue Bear. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It was all an illusion. Except for the creepy little boy from the painting. Hope you're doing well. Finally able to catch one of your streams. Yay! I am doing well, thank you. The sound effect kind of sounds like lightsabers. To me it does, I don't know about anything else. Oh, I don't know. Cocktail's peak. Yeah! That game is hilarious. I've been... Oh, maybe I could do it for my Oh, I've got so many games I want to play for my birthday. I've got so many games. I've got so many games I wanna play for my birthday. Lexi's the stream list must be long. It's so long! It's really, really, really long. I've got so many games. No. We'll check out this. Wait, hang on. The Bagman. This is demo on Steam. Oh, thank you. Wait, hang on. Let me have a look. Oh, wait. That is very Clock Tower inspired. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. I look forward to that coming out. Sounds like we need a birthday week then, baby. Thank you for the posture check. The more I see Mario Galaxy, I think of your birthday, Lexi. Aww.
さあな何にしてもゾッとしねえだろ行くぞ
Puck has joined your party again.
うざってえ連中だ
I'm not really sure what like the best way to There's so many enemies in this game. I feel like you need to keep moving, but it's difficult because they like to spawn behind you, so you need to like clear them out behind you. No, stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Chop the trees. I imagine it would be fun to see for you to see how Guts meets with his new bodies when you get back to Berserk. Yeah. Oh, stop it! I think I need to avoid these trees because oh no! No, stop! Stop it! No more trees! No more trees! No more! Oh, that's right, I can heal with Puck. That's right, that's right, that's right! Back to slashing snowman. Yeah, stay hydrated, thank you. Whoops. Okay, we're nearly at the end. This is the life of John Berserk struggling against destiny, so true. Oh, wings up. I started getting through the conviction arc. Very excited to see where this game fits in the next arc. Oh, I think I heard from somewhere Berserk is getting another season or reboot. I don't know which is true. I did hear that. I don't know what's actually been happening with the manga. I heard that there was like a successor chosen to continue it, but I mean, it kind of makes sense that eventually you like see a good like high quality adaptation of Berserk, but who knows? Who knows? No, stop tree, no, stop tree, no, please, no tree, no tree. I'm dashing past them, I don't care. The tree's not worth it. Puck is so silly. Puck's really cute.
いいもんですね。こういうしんみりしたのもいかにも旅って感じがしますよ。
どこがだ、ろくでもない。寒いは空腹だわ。
それじゃあやっぱり帰りますか？黒い剣士を諦めて。
そのつもりはない。諦めるものか。黒い剣士。あの男に出会った時、私の見知った世界が音を立てて崩れ去った。あれが本当の私だ。私は権力で飾り立てられた私ではなく、本当の自分と向き合いたい。
権力を振りかざすことでしか自分を見出せなかったファルメーゼ様。黒い剣士に出会ってから変わってしまった。執拗に黒い剣士を追い求めている。まるで炎で雪を溶かそうとでもするように。
You know, these cutscenes are actually like quite well directed. Save the game, yeah! After Miura died, his best friend was chosen to continue the series with the help of Miura's assistants. Yeah. Hi Andy, welcome! Welcome! I hope you're having a nice day. Raise the level. Do we have enough experience to do anything? We do. Okay, sword mastery. Seems like a smart thing to... I do need to upgrade. Oh my gosh, the arm cannon next upgrade is like 50,000. Ooh. Ooh. The manga is going through a weird phase similar to Hajime no Ippo. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'll read it after.
荷物持ちの代価に荷物全部持ってく人がいますか？
これはな、盗んだわけじゃねえぞ。俺はおめでたいお貴族様に
This is what it
世間の
looks
エゴサ
like.
を親切にも享受してやろうと。
おや。
というわけでお客様をお連れしましたん。
どうも。
探したぜ、血眼になって。さあ、教えられてやろうじゃねえか。あんたの剣の奥義、非奥義、余すところなく。
で、お前ら何なんだ？
セルピコ、ひざまずきなさい。
何の真似だ。
黒い剣士殿、どうか私どもを旅の一行にお加えください。私は知りたいのです。私の姿、秩序を超えた真実を。そして学びたいのです。秩序の巧妙な極みの中でも生き抜く術を。どうかお導きください。
何言ってんかよくわかんねえ。ダメダメ、おかえり。
Oh. Oh no, she should have gone to a
貴
hairdresser.
族ってのはどうしてこう仰々しいんだ。好きにしな。邪魔にならない限り俺は口出ししねえ。ただ明日にあんた後悔してるかもしれないぜ。俺たちと行くってことはもう眠れる夜は来ないってことだからな。この俺が初めて赤の他人に期待してる。自分のまがまがしさに戦慄してる。
Yeah, look at their cute little party. Off they go. I was actually thinking the other day about how in
それでガッツの兄ちゃん、これからどこに行
in
くん
so
だ。
many anime and video games whenever the long-haired character like cuts off their hair in order to like show character growth and change, how they always cut it off in like such a fashionable way so that when they end up with their new hairstyle it actually looks like just as good as it does before. I was actually thinking it would be funny if someone cut off their hair and it just ended up looking like a bowl cut. So I'm glad that Berserk finally fulfilled my dream of that happening. The manga is going through a weird phase similar to Hajime no Ippo. Phase of stuff happening with the action for the MC, like a journey for them to find themselves. Weird stuff, not gonna lie, waiting for months for a new chapter to drop is painful. Oh, it's pain sometimes. I feel like that with well actually no, whenever Hunter comes out, there's like a lot of stuff is happening, but still the wait for new Hunter episode releases is so long and painful. So long and painful. I don't know why Isodoro's VO did an old man voice for this child. They let the haircut be chopped. Blonde people. Maybe it was the blonde genes that allowed her to make such a goofy looking haircut.
ああ、
みんな俺様についてこい。
大丈夫かよ。
Maybe I can unplug my controller.
うざってえ連中だぜ。
No, hurry up and die. There's so many out of these. For real, it's so sacrificial. I think I to do like a cha-cha cow chopped her hair. I need to check. Maybe the Hunter feels like a painful odyssey. Yeah, it's really painful. I am glad that he's like taking his time for the new chapters because people's health is more important
知役のどもが
than manga or anything else, but still, it's a really long time. It's a really long time. I love that this guy is like bending over from the exertion of having to. Let the. Oops, hang on, let's heal up.
俺様に任せとけ
Kaochu. Okay, I thought that was what it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah. Get bombed on. Okay, so there's a path. Oh, so it's just a loop. It's not a loop, it's a spiral. Pretty long, like 148, which all of it lasted 23 weeks. The manga has been, we've been on this like this current arc in the manga for such a long time, and it feels like it's probably going to be like another. I think there are like new chapters coming out somewhat soon, as in with maybe the next like year or two, but you only get like, I don't know, 10 chapters at a time, and there might be still like another 40 or 50 chapters before it's over. So it's been such a long time since I started the arc that I'm like struggling to remember some of the details from when it was like early on. Berserk boat arc. I'm looking forward to getting up to that. I did kind of take like a massive break from Berserk because the content was a little bit intense to me at the time. I love that Guts just like goes flying off in pain every now and then. They were at work for so many years. Oh no, my paper loco. It is like a kind of interesting part of like reading. Ow, 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 ow. Stop that. Reading a manga versus like I used to read Claymore. I used to be a big Claymore fan. I think I stopped eventually because it just felt like, wait, what was happening? Where are we? Where are we? Wait, what are we up to now? It went a little bit off the rails, but I kind of want to go back to it at some point just because. I really liked the story and the characters. I thought it was very cool, but oops, guess we can't go this way. I was getting very confused like towards the end. I had to stop reading it because it's like I don't know what's happening anymore. But it was also like a case of having like other stuff going on in your life, and then there was like weeks or months between chapters, and then sometimes you like forget to read for a little while because it's literal years that you're reading for. And you'll be like, wait, what's happened? When did, what? Claymore is so good. What about Vinland Saga? I've never actually read Vinland Saga. It does look interesting. My god, Shirk has been astral projecting for years. I think when she is going to come back to the game, even her goal of doing what she did has been forgotten. technique isn't human. Oh my gosh, hi man, welcome. Kaiwa is cool. I agree. Is there a Claymore video game? Right now? Video game. I don't think there is. I would know about it. I would know about if there was a video game. Video game. Oh, there was, but they weren't localized. Okay, that makes sense. There was two for the DS. I wonder if they have fan translations. Actually, I need to find this out very quickly. Sorry. sorry. No, sadly. I remember enjoying this game, but also being so lost. I need to try again sometimes. It's quite fun. It's fun, but it's also very much pressing square over and over again until you get to the end of the stage. Shirke. Oh, shriek. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. So many enemies. It's kind of addictive though sometimes, you know. Wait. No, my XP bonus, what's the point of going on? I saw it getting like compared to a Muso game, but I don't feel like it is. Just because it has a lot of enemies doesn't make it a Muso game. It's kind of more of just like a regular old beat 'em up. Real wizards. We do! There's a really funny story for Guts cosplays in Germany. Oh wait, what's the story? Will I regret using my archive here? No. Maybe. This technique isn't human. Okay, let's oh wait, Is this like an Oni Chambara's thing where we need to kill all of the enemies in order to get through? Or is it the enemies keep respawning until you figure out where to go? Wait, let's look at the map. Okay, maybe we need to go somewhere over this way. Oh wait, maybe, hang on. Come back, there was a strong enemy, but we also... Okay, let's head the other way. Weapons like swords and guns are not allowed in German cons, but Guts swords was an exception because it didn't count as a weapon, it was literally too big to be a weapon. Oh, that's quite funny actually. Law accurate convention rules. Guts' moveset isn't crazy enough to be a move, so yeah, it's just him like swinging his sword around. And there's like no there's no charge attacks either. Well, there are literal charge attacks. I always thought it was really weird that they were called like charge attacks. It didn't really make sense to me. I must have missed the law somewhere along the lines of how they came to be known as that. Eh. Wait, hang on, let's just have a look around this map. Because there has to be like a way to go forward, right? Oh, is this the way forward? Or is it backwards? Is this a cutscene? Where are we going? Oh, good, thank goodness.
数だけは多いな。
So Pico admiring Guts' sword sounds sus. Kinda does. Remember when there used to be a joke when Mura was still alive that he was too busy playing Idolmaster while Guts and his friends were stuck on the boats? Honestly, I don't blame him. I do like that as a meme. Needs a horse and a power metal soundtrack to be a Muso game. Yeah.
このままでは数に圧倒されそうです。
俺一人ならなんとかなるが。
Berserk BL.
一旦引くぞ。
Thank you for the stretch.
キャスカさんとファルメーゼ様を連れてここを突破するのは難しいです。
I really want to get the Berserk Muso game at some point, but it's quite expensive. Wait, let me have another look. Berserk PS4, because I want to collect every. Oh, why is it so expensive? The Berserk Muso game is going for a non-Japanese copy for $130. That's that's a bit too much. Sorry. Yeah, that's a bit too much. It's on sale on Steam. Yeah, it is, but I kind of want the physical copy because I like collecting video games. Give it a hydrate.
ガッツさん、個別に撃破してはどうでしょう。この辺りたくさんいそうですし、少しでも数を減らしてから改めて突破。
ああ。
んでパック、明暗ってのは
もちろんピカリンと同じ。
嘘つき。
Obliterate the mercenaries scattered in the area. Okay. The price is so high it makes you cough it. Oh, pain. Muso games can be sometimes like pretty expensive, but that has to be like one of the more expensive ones for something that's like not that old. Ugh. Being a video game collector is hard. I wish I bought it at the time. I wish I bought it when it came out. The thing is that I don't know if I've spent like a reasonable amount of money on video games before, so I don't necessarily mind like paying a bunch of money, but I don't know if I'm passionate enough about Berserk to pay $130 for it. Oh, it's fair, I buy everything physically too. It's a hard life. It's a hard life. Yeah, I really enjoy physical game collecting. It's somewhat stressful sometimes when games you don't necessarily. Oh, I guess I could have predicted Berserk going for a bit of money, maybe. No, I don't know.
不えなんてもんじゃねえ
No. The game is fun, but it didn't give you that sort of weighty feel. Oh, I see.
凄まじい剣圧ですね
I do kind of like how it feels like how all of the enemies in this one get like bisected. It's kind of fun.
剣は力だけじゃね
It has to be a franchise you really love to justify. Yeah. It's like the thing is, for the price of, I do kind of want to eventually like collect all of the Muso games. There's like other games that are expensive that I could buy for the same price. And I don't feel as passionate enough about it. Except for the thought that it may get more expensive. Which it may do, but oh well, whatever. Whatever. Can't really do anything about games getting more expensive. If it does, then you miss out. You miss out, and that's okay.
てめえに構ってる暇はねえんだ
Strangely, this game has made me realize that a Berserk game, like, utilizing some kind of a variation on the Batman Arkham games combat would actually work quite well because Guts is like flowing from enemy to enemy in a very similar way, but there's not quite the you tend to take like a lot of damage from enemies without really like being able to process what's going on, so but then how would you make like a how would you make like the Batman combat have like a really weighty feel? I don't know. I'm trying to think. But it's like it's already, I guess it's you just do what you're doing here, except it's like strangely enough a kind of like almost prototype version of that style of combat, which I think is kind of cool. Are we really just like killing enemies until until they stop coming? Everything's too expensive, it really is.
剣は力だけじゃね
Hey Zesty, welcome! How's Berserk training? Good, it's very fun, although I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do at the moment aside from just kill a bunch of enemies.
手を休めずに攻撃を続けるしかなさそうです
I tried looking around, but the last update on the Claymore fan translation was some working around 2009. Oh no! Oh no! We might be a little bit out of
ど
luck.
うしたんだよいつもみたいにぶっ飛ばしちまえ
We might be a little bit out of luck. That mode is very fun. Oh, hi, welcome. Congrats on getting farther than I did in this game. I'm not really sure where we're going now. The game was like, oh, just keep killing them until I guess we trigger a cutscene, but I don't know. I've always thought he's very Batman like narrative guides to combat with his claim. Kind of, yeah. It's like a it's like a because with the Arkham games, the way that the combat works is that you've got like they put like a bunch of like, let's say 10 or 12 enemies on the screen, and you can hit them with the square button in a kind of like very similar way to what we're doing with this, where like your square button like changes the direction of your swing, so you're kind of like bouncing between them. And then when the enemies go to attack you, you have like a counter button, which you can actually do quite nicely, but it's also like it's okay against bosses. It's less good against like these regular enemies because of the camera angle, and also because of how many you have to kill. And then the other thing is that Batman Combat also uses like a bunch of gadgets, which is what Berserk is doing. So they're almost like halfway between towards like that kind of combat. Anyway, so I think it could, if they ever wanted to make like another Berserk game, building off of this foundation could actually be a really good way to go about it. Guts his sword really fast, kind of like Batman punching really fast. Arkham games, now you mention it. Kind of, yeah. No, I think there's like some. It's all like a giant coincidence, but I guess like with Muso games, you've got like different charge attacks that allow you to deal with different situations. Like some of them juggle the enemy, some of them crowd control. Some of them have like a different effect. Whereas with this, you've only really got like one move, which is like swing sword in the direction. Which is kind of like all that you need. But the difference is that you're trying to like manage enemies coming from like all of these different directions. So you're heavily involving the analog stick and the combat. So it's less about like skillful combos and more about trying to manage the crowd as it comes for you. It's like Berserk is what you're saying, kind of. I like the manga Bright Story, but every time I see the price, I think I prefer to buy mango over manga I need to eat. Yes! No, it's like that sometimes. Like, I really want to I will get a copy of Rule of Rose. I do own a copy of Rule of Rose, but it doesn't have the CD in it, so it feels like a bit pointless. And the price of Rule of Rose is like come down. It's still really expensive, but it's like come down relative to what it used to be, you know? I can't really be sure. Yeah, good morning. As somebody who's never read any Berserk, I'm now thinking about him committing genocide. Just thinking it's about him committing genocide against all the locals. He's been cursed with a brand that allows like supernatural forces to track him down wherever he is. So that's why he's constantly killing the wildlife. They're kind of maybe demons. So it's speeds on mastery, charge attack. Sure, why not? I really don't know if this is what we're supposed to do though. I might need to check the long play soon because it feels like I've just been killing these enemies for like ages. The game was like, oh yeah, no, we just need to like divide and conquer until there's no enemies left anymore. I was like, okay, but are you sure? Because I've been killing these guys for like ages and that's not what they said. Oh, okay, it's fine.
俺様に任せとけ。
Okay, this is a... We might like try to rush towards the objective, At least we knew. We know now that we do in fact need to go in like one of these directions and not just like hang out in the same location forever. Hi girl, hi, welcome! I'm awake but my eyes are blurry. Oh no, I know that feeling. I've been enjoying seeing all of the Ellen adventures. I always keep wanting to call it like Ellen Online because it reminds me of like the visual style of an MMO. I didn't think about getting it, but it's not on special at the moment, so. Oh, wait a smidge. Hi Milky! Don't turn off the computer. Don't turn off the computer. He did not turn off the computer. Good boy. He'd never turn off the computer. Scully, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Where are we headed to? Okay, we'll just get down this way. See what happens. Lexi once again showing her Australian fashions will not tolerate groundhogs or wildlife. I appreciate that all of the enemies in this game have like different colored blood. I think that's a very good detail. Like the snowman. Oh, did you see how the different colors of blood like mixed? so it was like when there was like green and red spray, it kind of like mixed together in like a almost, it was kind of cool. Get to Dragon's Dogma. Whenever I play, or the one time I did play Dragon's Dogma, I really enjoyed playing the big sword. The only problem with Dragon's Dogma is if you do want to play a big sword, like you don't get any of the cool like final like class unlocks. Like if you go for like a mage and a knight, then you get like the cool mage knight, or if I don't remember if there is a magic archer in the first one, but then there's also like there's like an assassin that like gets some buffs and like does a bunch of cool things, but if you use big sword, you just do a big sword. That's like that's as far as it goes for you. I wanted like a third class unlock, unless they did change it. Wait, it's been a long time since I played, but Gutsu makes such overdramatic screams when he falls over and gets a boo-boo. It is very funny. It is very funny. Gave up on my assassin warrior builds and beat the DLC with a ranger. Oh, I never used any of the range classes. I have sort of thought about like playing as a mage, but big sword is too tempting.
お亡くなりになっても大変ですね。
いい迷惑だぜ。
こりゃ切れないよ。毎度のことだけど。
Mayday, mayday.
人間技じゃねえぜ。
燃えるゴミ高い。
Dragon's Dogma 1 Rangers, big sword, bow version, heavy long range shot stuns and explosions. Oh, that does actually kind of sound fun. That kind of sounds pretty fun. I must admit, I think I got a little bit bored of Big Sword and Dragon's Dogma because it doesn't really evolve beyond that. All the other like evolve in like cool ways, and Big Sword stays Big Sword. But it has been a really long time since I played Dragon's Dogma, so we're probably getting close to the point where I could support doing a replay of it. Get chopped. There's so many of them.
Elf 次元流のサビだな、サビ。
見てるだけじゃねえか。
Yay! I really hope they don't want us to go to like every single door on the map and do this. That would be a little bit depressing. Oh, okay, that's fine. Isidoro glazing guts every 30 seconds. It's hilarious. I do always enjoy the kind of enjoy the repeating dialogue in anime style games. It's kind of funny.
不衛なんてもんじゃね
え。お化けの大豊作だな。
手をやめて攻撃を続けるしかなさそうです。
I wonder if I should just like save up my Probably need to clear all the camps. I think we do. Ooh. I think like the most efficient thing you can do is like run past all of these guys. But oh, wrong way. We went the wrong way. No. No. I do love the cannon arm. It's probably one of my favorite abilities. What a tremendous sword. Oh, you want me to do? Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, game, fine. Where in Dragon's Dogma when it's mostly landing the heavy charge skill and AoE is not as much dopamine assassin and fighter can have same output with dragons more. Yeah, I kind of want that. I don't know if I would go. Big sword is so tempting. I do always think it's incredibly funny that in Dragon's Dogma, if you increase the size of your breasts, then you're allowed to carry more weight. so every there's a reason to max out the slider. It's definitely because you want more carrying capacity. Oh my god, yeah. At least we got some experience out of it. Boom! Zevika keeps talking about his sword just so you like him, bro. Yeah! Why is he being all shy? I always end up as magic archer in both Dragon's Dogmas. It does look kind of tempting, I must admit. No, guts to miss. No, guts to miss. Is Dragon's Dogma good? I haven't tried it yet. I really like Dragon's Dogma 1. I think it has like a very peculiar atmosphere because it's like the only reason why I was interested in Crimson Desert even like slightly is because Dragon's Dogma is like an incredibly generic medieval fantasy world, but there's like something incredibly off about it. Like it doesn't it has like a lot of the tropes, like oh there's goblins and wolves and knights and careful, the wolves are risen. But there's something like really weirdly, strangely off about everything, and it's really interesting. I really found the atmosphere of it like fascinating. The story ends up becoming like far stranger than I ever could have possibly like expected it to be. And I think there's like almost a certain like mundanity to the medieval world that is then like contrasted by the sort of like strangeness of the atmosphere. I also really enjoy like it's a world that's like fun to explore. I liked the pawns. I liked how non-human they felt despite looking human. They really do feel bizarrely like otherworldly. I don't know, I think there's a lot to like about it. It's good, but depends on your tolerance for managing pawns or menuing for items, heals. Oh yes, yeah. Cider should do the opposite and reduce carry weight since some is taken up. No, it's a well-known fact. That's why VTubers, so why some VTubers have bigger boobs, because they need it to be able to carry more weight. Dragon's Dogma has it right. So Tiny Fairy wouldn't be able to carry much. Sadly, no. Hi Corgis, welcome. Quick answer. Imagine Monster Hunter with DMC combat, kind of, yeah. I just want Crimson Desert for the wrestling moves you can do in it. Yeah, there's things that look interesting. If they can get rid of the generative AI, I may be interested in it one day. It looks weird and interesting because I saw a quest of I think I mentioned this the other day. I saw someone just like wander into a town, and as they're wandering into the town, a man rolled off the roof, not fell. I think he like fell backwards and then he rolled, like he's rolling down a hill, and then he landed on the ground. He's like, oh, my back. And then his wife is like, oh, you stupid idiot, you can't do anything right. And then he's like, oh, kind sir, please clean my chimney for me. And then his wife is like, oh, that's a real man. And then she hands you a mop and a broom, and then you climb up onto the roof while the house is literally filling with smoke. And then you clean the chimney, and then you get back down, and then the guy's like, oh, nice job, I didn't actually hurt myself, it was just a bit of theatrics. I was like, what is this? This is so strange. But I don't know, with all of the generative AI stuff, it was like, is this even like made by a human, or is it just like something, I don't know. No. It is funny though. At the very least, every class has a niche. Like Mystic Knight can be King of Parries, counters of blasting bolts, but not as good as Strider Assassins with the comes to climbing, gouging, and grappled. Yeah, it's interesting. The classes are all very. I think Dragon's Dogma has some of the most like impressive magic I've ever seen in a game. Like the magic spells. I never became like a mage myself, but I always got like a party of 2, sometimes 3 mages. And it's just so funny. It's so funny because like there's so many like tornadoes and like gigantic like icicle shards, and it's so over the top. Like, as I said, it's like very medieval fantasy, but it's like slightly off in everything. Like they don't just like summon a fireball to kill their enemies, they'll like summon a meteor from the sky. Or like actual, it's not just like an air attack, it's like an actual tornado. It's really, really weird and funny. Ooh, Suns and Packs have risen! I'm glad they lowered the Fallen's voice line amount in Dragon's Dogma too. I think I'm glad as well. However, I do think that the way that the pawns like spew out lines adds to their like inhuman quality. Like they're something that is like mimicking humanity, and I think that's interesting. Like they kind of get it, but also not quite. They're like shaped like a person, but they're not human. It's so weird. Hey cookies, welcome. I saw a post mentioning how you can cook via sunlight in Crimson Desert, but too expensive for my piggy bank. It's definitely got like a lot of weird stuff in it. I'll just wait until and see what happens. I'll just wait and see what happens. Hope it's been good. Hi Oceanflex, welcome! Welcome. When you spellcast, the pawn has Maelstrom and juggles with the Tyro. Yeah. I have thought about streaming Dragon's Dogma because it has been such a long time, and also I can use... If like multiple people wanted to, we can all do like a Dragon's Dogma playthrough, and I can use people's pawns. The only thing is that with Dragon's Dogma, your pawns need to be of a similar level to the Arisen. So it might not work in exactly the way that I'm hoping it would, but it could still be really fun. The magic on Dragon's Dogma looks big and powerful like true mages. It's awesome. It is awesome. It is awesome. Skinwalkers in video game form. Wolves are weak to fire Arisen. And Dragon's Dogma or Magic Knight is a true Magic Knight that sells it to me. Yeah, I did kind of want to make a Magic Knight. I don't know. a lot of the gameplay I saw of Magic Knights was just people like turreting and like standing away from the combat and just like hitting the hitting the little spells. On PC, yeah, it would probably be on PC. Well, it would be on PC. It would be on PC. The only problem is that the original like PlayStation 3 version does have like a song that's really awesome, but I think it got removed because it might have been copyright. But it's such a, it's like, again, Dragon's Dogma has like a really uncanny atmosphere, and I think this like weird metal track that they play at the intro kind of like enhances that, where you're listening to like this medieval epic fantasy kind of like tune and you're like, yeah, okay, we're in for a medieval fantasy, and then all of a sudden this wait, let me I need to illustrate this to you. So what if the stream gets copyright? It's fine. Dragon's Dogma intro song. It might be copyright. It might be copyright. Never mind. I don't want to mute but I do recommend. Wait, let me put this back up, and I'll just link the song. I'll just link it if people want to listen to it. But yeah, it's such a strange like a mixture of everything. We can get a vantage point from that tower, and I know that pawn. We were just there. I think the fact that it's like all so memeable as well is really funny. I really should not be pausing this game to chat, but tis weak to ice arisen. The wind is pushing me. Me lugging around the pawn several levels lower because it has all the heals. I also personally like loved taking on pawns, because I do tend to avoid like multiplayer co-op games. But I loved the pawns as like a substitute for like human players, and like knowing that this was someone else's like little friend that they brought along with them. Like the small bird and chromine. Oh, I think I know what you're referring to. It took me a while to try and figure it out. His sword is not just powerful. It's not in Dark Prison at all. Yeah, it's really kind of a bit sad. It's a little bit depressing. Yay. The wind is pushing me. People are hoping the little tweak Capcom made about Dragon's Dogma 2 could hint about DLC as well. I hope so! I actually haven't played as much of Dragon's Dogma 2, but I really think it's incredible and amazing that they created a system that causes your pawns to explode and kill story-critical NPCs. That is so awesome. They're not just like allowing you to brick your save file, they're causing the potential catastrophic failure of someone's playthrough. And that is so stupid and funny. It's so funny. I hope they keep going with Dragon's Dogma. I don't know if they will, but I think there's like something there. The blend of extremely generic medieval fantasy with like a sense of strange surrealness is just wonderful. The wind push mechanic and needing to be heavy was so cool. Oh, I remember that, yeah. Got soft locked in Dragon's Dogma 2 and never went back to it. That's definitely the disadvantage of having an incredibly funny nuclear weapon. Nuclear party members. At least all the dead went to the morgue and you can revive them. I had to do that to the old lady in the mountains for the mage spells. Oh, I didn't actually know about that. That's good. A small part of me wouldn't actually mind like streaming Dragon's Dogma 2 because again I haven't played as much of that one, so it would be more new to me, but it's not it's not old enough. I don't want to play too many modern games, and if I ever did a playthrough of Dragon's Dogma 1 it would still take like forever. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna run past these guys because they're being a pain in the butt. We're going to be here forever. We're going to be here forever if we don't like skip some of these enemies. I guess that's like the one problem with this game is that it just literally spawns never-ending like hordes of enemies that you'll kind of like want to kill because it's fun and you get experience for it, but the levels are too long in order to like facilitate this level of enemy killing, and the respawn rate is too fast. But wait, yeah. I really want to play through the Gothic games sometime this year. This is so much to play. Oh, I remember this, okay. I remember. So we do have to go back this way. I wonder if you can cheat a little by grouping them and dropping a bomb in the middle. I suppose you probably could. Wait, am I going the right way? Yes. Yeah, this should be the right way. there sort of isn't a solution to playing this game in a way that doesn't take forever, that doesn't involve like running past the enemies. But if they maybe like shorten the paths by like it is very fun to like just murder them though, so no. Sometimes you just need to. Sometimes you just need to. You know. Or the other thing they could do is, you know how in Samurai Warriors 4, how you have hyper attacks? They could like create if they change the button from a charge attack into like a dash forward attack that like rushes you forward through a bunch of enemies, that could work. Lexi talking about devs patching a PlayStation 2 game just to make the path shorter. I guess it's more just like trying to figure out what... I think it's interesting trying to figure out what could be improved or changed. Even if there's sort of no point in speculating over it.
ここら一体
さあな。
もしそうだとしたらやっぱり大
来るぞ。
こりゃ切れないよ。毎度のことだけど。
目にかまってる暇はねえんだ。
Ow, ow. I might upgrade the Berserk next.
俺様に任せとけ。
Because I think there's enough potential with this game to actually like bother
燃えるゴミの数がいい。
また強くなってますね。
bother making like a sequel to it. I also think it's kind of funny that there is kind of a strange like comparison you can make with the Batman Arkham games in terms of how it all flows together. Look!
人間技じゃねえぜ。
凄まじい剣圧ですね。
Get slashed, get slashed. The dog gets his own turns. As they should. Dogs deserve their own turns. Gonna take a nap and be back, hopefully not staying asleep. Have a great nap, Alex. I hope you wake up refreshed.
力だけじゃね
Is that the end of them?
片付きましたね
ピコリンいい仕事をしてるね
Oh, imagine a new Berserk game, because like I think in some ways Romeo and is a Dead Man kind of has some similarities to this as well. But imagine a new Berserk game that's like
俺様に任せとけ
that had like the level design of something like Romeo is the Dead Man.
ざってる
Gate is a being replied. Yippee! Look at them flying off the edge. But then also like the blood particle effects, because I think the particle effects don't need any improvement. They're kind of like incredible already, but at the same time, it would be really funny. Isadora is slightly wrong, definitely less wrong than Gatsu. It's really funny the names that they chose for this. I'm kind of like happy that they went for the older fan translation names.
の剣は力だけじゃね
It's weirdly nostalgic.
このちりやくたどもか
I wonder if there's like a way to, somewhere. There's probably somewhere that has like all of the old fan dubs, fan translations. No. I think it's this way. Because it would be funny to watch specifically go out of our way to watch some fan translations. There's a few DBZ games with very weird names. A small part of me is interested. I do really want to kind of stream the Legacy of Goku 2 at one point, because that was a game I really liked when I was a kid. Because it's not like an awesome, incredible video game masterpiece, but I think something that it actually does kind of well is the world that Dragon Ball Z is set in is actually like kind of interesting. And Dragon Ball is like a series that's like very renowned for its fights, obviously. Like that's mostly what it is. So like having an RPG that like allows them to flesh out like the locations is actually really cool. I haven't played it yet, but apparently Dragon Ball Z Kakarot does a kind of like similar thing, and I love that. I think that's one of the fun things about like licensed adaptations, particularly if they make it into an RPG, is that you can like flesh out and allow like the player character to explore some locations that you only kind of like get as almost like set dressing from the anime version. Holy moly, it's way too addictive. Just murdering. I know I shouldn't be wasting all my time doing this, but it's too addictive not to. What I love about Sidro is that he's a shonen protagonist stuck as a side character in their own genre. I was thinking that before. he does have the feeling. Whoa! Red! Yeah, thank you so much for the gifts of the lyrical. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Lunch. Enjoy your lunch, shotgun. It's a lot more coherent than the first game. Yeah, Legacy of Goku 2 is good. The first one kind of... Well, I must admit I've only played a very short amount of the first one, but it was kind of like
オラオラ卵見ならば今日は燃えるゴミの日だはっはっはっはいけー
renowned for being. It needs to be like a certain. I don't know. I have to play the first one, but I kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want to. I don't really like Dragon Ball enough to play a game that I'm not interested in. Red Ribbon Army all day. Heck yeah! Dragon Ball the OG series developed the setting outside of aliens. I think like the setting is like one of the cool things about the series. Legacy of Goku 1 didn't flesh out much at all, it just felt like some crunchy JPEGs on random fields made with crunchy JPEGs. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Moonsons, thank you! Thank you!
これ見れないよ前のことだけど
There's a few Dragon Ball RPGs. There was one made by Monolith Soft on the DS that I always wanted to buy, but it was kind of expensive. Called Attack of the Saiyans. How much is Attack of the Saiyans actually? Let me check. Surely it's not that expensive, right? Attack of the Saiyans. DS. Surely it's not that expensive, right? Surely it wouldn't be like hundreds of dollars, right? The manual is being sold for $100. Oh, it's only $110. You know what? Actually, that's not too bad. That's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be much, much worse. Oh. Legacy of Goku 2 and 3 are games. 1 is the cartridge works. That's kind of been my impression. I used to read Game Boy Advance magazines and everyone hated Legacy of Goku 1, but then all of a sudden Legacy of Goku 2 came out and it got like 6 out of 10 and 7 out of 10 and everyone was like, oh my gosh, this isn't like the worst thing I've ever played in my entire life anymore. There's a couple Dragon Ball Z RPG on Super Famicom that's like a remake of 2 previous Famicom games, but it's so buggy that you can't play it without getting bugs. Sometimes game-breaking ones, and you rarely get the same bug twice. Oh no. Hi Ultima, hi, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I actually liked Legacy of Goku 2 a lot. I think even if it's just as a vibe. Even just for the vibes. It never really mattered to me that it was kind of simplistic. I think I actually enjoyed Legacy of Goku 2 more than I enjoyed the anime. I think I enjoyed Legacy of Goku 2 much more than I enjoyed the anime actually. I was never a big fan of the Dragon Ball Z anime. Sashi.
今行くぞカッツ
また強くなってません
Is that all of them? Yippee! The thing about Legacy of Goku was you only played as Goku, right? For the 2 arcs he was mostly dead for. So they just made shit up when we played through for still funny as fuck though. Punches wolves twice dies. I generally prefer OG Dragon Ball over most of Z. I need to watch the rest of OG Dragon Ball. But there was some like good attempts at like OG Dragon Ball video games as well. There's an OG Dragon Ball beat 'em up on the Game Boy Advance. It's actually like pretty fun. Mind you, it has been a long time since I played it, but I remember it being reasonably fun. Again, I was never like very interested in. I was never very interested in. I keep trying to do this like overhead attack. I keep getting interrupted. Just let me do it in peace, please. I don't know shit about the anime, but I'm pretty sure even the Super Famicom game I mentioned handles that part just fine. There's one really good Dragon Ball GBA game. It feels like a treasure game, but isn't. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was never like that into beat 'em ups when I was younger. I think I would enjoy it a lot more now. I kind of do want to maybe stream one day, but I've got a lot of games I need to stream probably more. I want to stream more, but yeah, I remember it being actually like pretty fun. I find the power scaling of the OG series to be preferable. That being said, Colonel Ending, the best goal of the entire series, is an inspiration. I think like I think there's definitely parts to Dragon Ball Z that's interesting. Like I like the Cell Saga with the androids and like the creepy body horror monster. I thought there was like a genuine sense of this is just from what I remember watching it when I was really little, but I thought there was like a genuine sense of like horror and dread when Frieza in the original series. I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of it. It was too violent for me. But I remember like when Frieza, I think what happens is that like Frieza messes around with the Goku, and just keeps getting stronger, and there's like no catching up with him until the Super Saiyan transformation happens. But then Goku achieves like Super Saiyan or whatever and like kicks his butt, which is like a satisfying reversal of the situation. But then Frieza blows up the planet, and then like in 20 episodes time or something. It took so long. That stupid planet was like waiting to blow up for such a long time. But I think because it did like take such an absurd amount of time to like blow up, you kind of like started to think about it IRL, and that even if the good guys maybe like won, it did okay, that things are still doomed anyway. I always thought that was a kind of ominous scenario. I don't even remember how it ended because I think like I never caught the ending, so as far as I was concerned the planet may as well have blown up. Or maybe it did blow up, I don't know. It probably restored it with the Dragon Balls or something. But it's one of the games with the badly translated names I mentioned. Oh, I see. think they spelled Krill's name as Lun. Okay. That's so awesome. It was pretty violent. A lot of people getting stabbed right through or ripped in half or bored by Margin. Yeah. Yeah. No, there was a lot of people getting like cut in half. Frieza being that petty was funny as fuck. Galactic Tyrant showing undeserved mercy, throws tantrum and gets killed anyway.
知りないよお前のことだけど
強えなんてもんじゃね
見て見て
Mayday, mayday.
えてめえにかわったら暇ねえんだ凄まじい剣圧ですね
Oh, hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Zelda. I think I'd only really be interested in playing a Dragon Ball game if it was for like the kind of the chill vibes. A lot of Dragon Ball games are just like fighting games, and I don't find that overly. Or some kind of like a variation of a fighting game, because Dragon Ball Z is like renowned for being like a fighting series. So I'm kind of not like overly interested in the games. Did anyone ever play on a game called Lemon Ball Z, which was like a freeware game where a bunch of lemmings dressed up as Dragon Ball Z characters fought each other. Unironically, actually like pretty fun. It was pretty fun. I kind of loved it. Piece of cake. Imagine a Fields of Mystia Stardew game with Dragon Ball or Animal Crossing or Pokopia or Hytale. Oh, that could actually be like kind of cool. I would unironically like that. The fence is gone. Let's finish this. Oh yeah, the fence is gone. Wow! Kakarot is pretty chill. Less fighting game, more hybrid exploration. It even has the Dragon Ball Arcs as DLC. Oh! Cool. I do need to play it sometime then. I think like the version of Dragon Ball that aired on TV had like a lot of filler, and I think the fact that it had a lot of filler actually like kind of fleshed out the world a little bit.
なんなんだよこいつら
I do kind of like the design of this creature. Pretty cool. Oh. Get Berserk on. That's Guts' catchphrase, right? He stuck his blade inside. Wait, what? Wait, I missed something. Counter. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow,
いつまでも受けに回るのは性に合わねえ。いつまでも兵隊ごっこに付き合ってられねえぜ。
ow. Ow, ow, ow.
中に入れろ。
Ow, ow, ow. Maybe I should. Oh, heck. Oh, no. I haven't saved in so. Oh, no. I haven't saved in a long time. I just realized if I mess this up, then I'm gonna lose 2 hours worth of progress. Whoa. Some of the filler was good, some of it was utter trash. That being said, doesn't reach the height of the filler that Bleach ended up with. Nearly half the episode's anime was just filler arcs. I know. I know. It was awful. Please don't. He escaped. Okay, great. Wonderful. I mean, oh no, he escaped. It stopped them how? Stop them how? You know what we could do is we can just hang out like around here and swing a big sword around. Until Puck gets back and then we can heal and maybe not lose 2 hours worth of progress because I don't know if we have the strength in to repeat 2 hours worth of 2 hours worth of chopping undead guys. I guess it would take less time. Okay, great. How do they want me to stop these cannons? That should be Lexi. You must believe. Believe in Lexi. Who the hell taught zombies to use cannons? These are obviously the Resident Evil Requiem evil within zombies. You know, as a positive, if we just kind of like kill a bunch more of these guys. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I can't move. No! Okay, so they respawn if you kill them. Great, wonderful. Awesome. Extremely good to know. I think we have to like hang out over here and just like slash my sword a bit. Because I can't afford to. I can't afford to die! There was one filler arc I really liked. Everything else that wasn't written by Google was kind of trash. Shit, straight up magic things from Thousand Blood Arc. Blood War Arc now, which is amazing. Oh, what was contradicted? The Zampag Toru? That was the one that like stands out to me. It was very funny though. I hated the Bleach filler arcs. I actually kind of like the one that everyone seemed to hate, which was the Bounce arc. Because it was like, it felt at the time like it was kind of a weird like spin on, it felt weirdly Full Metal Alchemist, which at the time I really liked because it was weird. Let's see if I can. Oops. Wait. Get out of cannon range. Okay, let's just. Okay, here's what we do. we go back to slashing in the corner. We go back to slashing in the corner while we wait for our weapons to recharge, and then we use the big cannon on the general guy again, and then pray that we don't die. Funny enough, because I thought the going up was the one of the shootings that was partially kind of like some of the humanoid forms repeatedly causing the blood to go up. Oh, interesting. I think once I realized what was going on, when the bounce, when I was watching Bleach, I didn't realize that I didn't know what filler ups were. So I was always like, I was like, oh, this is an interesting direction to take this series in. But it's kind of interesting. This isn't where I was expecting it to go, but I'm intrigued. But with like once I figured out what the filler arcs were, I was like, please let me out. I don't want to be alive on this earth anymore. Okay. Ow. Yay! Did we survive? Are you dead? Please stay dead. Please be. Oh my gosh, we made it. John Gatsu.
Well done.
Thank you. I really didn't want to redo 2 hours worth of content. So how's Berserk as a video game? Is it bad as most of its anime adaptations? I think it's quite good. I think it's fun. For the most part. I think it's a bit repetitive. That's probably the worst thing. Well, it's actually obviously a lot of beat 'em ups are repetitive. The problem is that the tracks are like too long. It's too long and like full of enemies to like actually be worthwhile killing them in a time efficient way. But it is kind of like mesmerizing as well. Hi Bozo, welcome. How did you get a machine gun? Who the heck is Gatsu? It's the main character of Berserk. I didn't enjoy the bounce arc mainly because they injected that stuff right between eyes and stuff. It was so freaking confused. It was really confusing. I was like, who is this person? Who are they? I think they should make a canon bounce arc at some point. Tonkatsu ramen. Remember when the mangaka's sidekicks promised to continue the story after he died? I'm still waiting. Oh yeah, I haven't caught up on what's happening. Love the early 2000s letterboxing. I remember when I first got a widescreen TV, so I had like letterboxes. I refuse to play Evil Within in anything that is not the letterboxed mode. New enemies, new enemies to genocide. Yippee! Thank you for the posture check. Oh, I'm very relieved.
まあい
I'm very relieved we survived that.
俺様に任せとけ
Yeah, I like this game, although I think the levels could be cut by like by like a third, and you'd end up with a game of the same quality but without the repetition.
海に出たけりゃ峠を越えるとえ
ありがとうよ。
え。気をつけなされ。なんだか最近わけのわからんものの話をやたらに耳にするようになった。
You know, there's actually been like a slight trend to make RPGs out of like popular anime. So obviously there was like the Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans game, but then there's also stuff like Fairy Tail and Eden Zero and One Piece Odyssey and a bunch of other ones that I may be forgetting, or might not be. Maybe there's not that much of a trend actually now that I come to think about it. But it could be like really interesting to have kind of like a Berserk JRPG.
なんだよじいさん山賊でも出るってのか
山賊人間じゃねえ。トロールだよ。
Trolls? Because I think being able to like immerse yourself in the world is like very important. Oh, One Piece even have a football match? What? I didn't watch One Piece up to the end of the Alabasta arc, sorry. One Piece Dream Soccer or something. Oh, interesting. I think leveling up endurance, unfortunately, is a good idea. And probably Berserk. Is 4 seconds of Berserk worth it? Maybe not actually. If we can put it towards the max sword speed, then maybe that is more beneficial actually now that I think about it. Okay, let's go to the next stage. Chapter 3. Mansion of the Spirit Tree. No! No more trees! No more trees! No more trees.
ファルネーゼ様が旅をお続けになられる以上、私も従者としてあなたとうまくやっていこうと思います。ですが、もしもファルネーゼ様が命を脅されるようなことになれば、その時は。
ジャスカとファルネーちゃんがさらわれた
The timing. Oh, the trolls look so awesome.
あいつらだよキャスカたちをさらったのは
Oh no, it's trolls! Scream! Find the kidnapped girls! I like how the blood coats the sword as well. Although I'm trying to like figure out the almost like the mechanic through which it does that. Nice. see some kind of a Berserk JRPG working. I mean, unsurprisingly, it works for a lot of things because you can kind of like take them slow and. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Double troll. Okay, let's move away from them. I don't know what to do with the trees. Let's just dash through the trees. Oh, cutscene? Nice, nice, nice. It's just like Twitter. Hey, Shotgun, welcome back.
ほらほら待ち上がれ。うら。え？ なんだこいつ。
Grapes.
危険です。静かに。トロールは必ず群れをなすのです。
Oh my gosh, fairy.
あなたたちもこちらへ。急いでこの辺りから立ち去った方がいいです。失礼ですが、あなたの剣の腕では次は命を落としますよ。
何？
大丈夫か？何があった？
それがトロールに囲まれたところに魔女が現れて魔法でトロールを追い払ったんです。
What? You killed Boss Baby.
魔女？
でもガキンチョだぜ。
おめえにしちゃ上出来だ。
まあ、二人とも無事で何よりな。
コケにしやがって。あの魔女ガキ。
どうした石ドロ？
Isidora's kind of a brat, so you don't know like him.
うざって連中だぜ。
俺様に任せとけ。
Heal. I wonder if I should like upgrade the heal at some point just to get the cooldown. I kind of want to do like upgrades that make the game more fun, like increasing sword speed, but I also want to not like lose hours worth of progress. If possible.
手を休めずに攻撃を続けるしかなさそうです。
いつか俺も つもみたいにぶっ飛ばしちまえ。
What's that guy with the spear doing? Ah.
凄まじい剣圧ですね。大丈夫かよ。あいつの剣は力だけじゃねえ。
They don't have like quite a few variations for the execution moves. The way that Gus screams whenever he gets hit. It's so funny. Continue. Maybe Gatsu has a low pain threshold. Maybe he does. I don't know why, but are you something got the like the urge to play Okami again? It's been a long time since I played that. No trees! No trees. Stop, 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 stop. Bless Okami. Bless. Gotta make use of that voice actor purchase. Yeah. No, it's pretty good for a licensed game. I just think that oh my gosh, like this is an example. Look at how relatively little we've covered on the map, and look how big this level is. It's so big. Oh, look at that cute little big dude. Think of all the contact. Yeah. I never like content. I'm anti-content. Make games smaller. Make games smaller. These big trolls are like such a pain in the butt to deal with. Yay! I need to run. Oh, wait, what's this? This looks cool. Oh! So we're forced to keep killing them too. Okay, well that's good to know at least. You know, I'd probably prefer What did he say? It's like like seeing a black twister. It's like seeing a black twister. I don't understand why the big trolls are like so tinky. They're so tinky. This time you have to hope that you get an execution on them. No, he never stops spoiling.
無茶しますね。
人間技じゃねえぞ。
He's killed 20 of us. Keep it up. He can't keep at it. He can't keep it up. Yeah. I think that was like a fantasy book. I read once that was like the legend of like Drizzt O'Durn or something. I think that was the name of the character. Drizzt sounds familiar. He was a dark elf and a D&D novelization, and one of the stories was like him just like fought versus 1,000 orcs. And the start of the book, I think I thought it was so stupid that I stopped reading it. But like someone's talking about someone else, and it's like, ah yes, but one dark elf is worth 1,000 orcs. And then that's the concept for the entire book. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Drizzt versus 1,000 orcs. It's just called the 1,000 orcs. Wait, let me show you the title of the book. If I can find a high resolution one. I did not enjoy this book series. I thought it looked cool, but it was not very fun. But yeah, it's literally just called the 1,000 Orcs. Drizzt is an absolute beast. He definitely is. Oh yeah, and then when I found out that R.A. Salvatore was writing Kingdoms of Amalur, I was like, ooh. Because I really didn't like his writing style. But then I found out that he was just like writing the lore for Kingdoms of Amalur. So I was like, oh, well, wait, maybe that's okay. Providing he's not actually like writing the plot, then maybe it will be okay. Banned from going into the cool place until you smash a few hundred trolls. Yeah. He's killed 50 of us, keep going! What if the orcs were Skaven? I don't remember what Skaven are. Skaven, that does sound familiar. Sounds like a fantasy word I've heard in the past. Oh! Warhammer. I think if there was Skaven it would be better because the rats are cool. Skaven or Warhammer crack rats. Yeah, I think it would have been better if it was the crack rats. Kingdoms of Amalur is amazing. I enjoyed it a little bit. I need to go. I've always kind of wanted to go back and play it again. I kind of got like pulled up by how generic of a fantasy world it was, but I could see myself if I was like in the right mood for it, getting really into it. The OG trilogy with Drizzt's origin story is nice. I don't know if I read that. I think because I was getting them from the library, I was just getting whichever ones I could find. I don't think it was the origin story. I think it was like one of the later adventures. I remember there was like a dwarf in it. Somehow I read like 2 of the books. I read like 2 Drizzt books and I barely remember. I remember that Drizzt was cool.
この怪我じゃ一人で帰るのは無理だよ。送ってあげようよ。
申し訳ありませんが、このまま村に帰るわけにはどうしても行かねばならんところがあるのです。村は今トロールに襲われ、全滅は時間の問題。それで言い伝えにある
魔女の館か。よーし、一丁魔女探しだ。
Kingdoms of Amalur IRL story is good too. IRL story? Wait, what's the IRL story?
うざって連中だぜ。
I never got far into very far into it. I think I was very enamored by Big Sword's build. I always like Big Sword. I like Big Sword and magic, and the idea of like being able to use Big Sword and magic and Amalur was very, very fun to me. But I kind of wouldn't mind maybe going and trying the... I can't remember what they were like called, but they're like glaives. They kind of control a bit like Blades of Chaos.
俺様に任せとけ。
Maybe I can handle. maybe I can do like a fast weapon build one day. I think there was like some kind of a glitch or a way that the damage worked, that if you use like piercing weapons, like daggers, then it ended up like murdering certain enemies. No, tree! Get out of the way! I hate trees. Down with trees! The books you read come way after that. Yeah, they did. I read a book series that I actually really liked when I was younger called Dragonlance. I actually want to try and get the books because I'll explain why. Dragonlance, it was like Origins. Or it wasn't, I don't know if it was called Origins or Kids. It was like the kids version of the Dragonlance books. Yeah, these ones. I don't know if this is what it was called, Chronicles. I'll show you a picture in just a moment. Is this what it was called? Wait, hang on. Kids. Yeah, it was these books. No wait, these aren't the ones I remember. I remember reading. Anyway, it was a fantasy series. It was based on a different fantasy series, but I never got to read the original fantasy series because I just got books from the library that I could find, and these were the only ones that I knew about. I was like Dragonlance, but it was like written for kids, and I really liked these books. Like I got so into them. They have like they had like a little bit of BL and really like weird stuff happening. I was so invested. But I was eventually like, I knew that my parents wouldn't like the covers for the books because they looked kind of like scary. So I was reading them one night, and then because I knew that my mum wouldn't like the book, I tried to like make sure the cover was like facing away from her. And I guess because I was making a conscious effort to do so, she was like, "What are you reading?" Anyway, I ended up like being banned from reading any fantasy books for I don't know how long. I don't know how long it was, but it was a while, years or something. So yeah, I do want to like want to get these books out again one day. And maybe it was Dragonlance Destinies? No, that's not it. Dragonlance, but for kids series. Dragonlance Chronicles. I don't think, maybe it was New Adventures? Dragonlance New Adventures. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it was this one. It was this one. Let me show you the cover. The cover that got me banned from reading. I don't think it was specifically this cover. It might have been like this one. No, I think it was one. I think the covers got like slightly more grotesque as they advanced. It was this book series. I was like, I knew that they wouldn't be liked, but it was difficult to explain as well because like no one I was the only one that read them. Everyone else was literally just like judging a book by its cover and be like, no, that's awful. I was also like 15 or almost 16 at the time. It's kind of sad to think back on. Was it the one where they were introducing PL? I think like the human warrior character like made a blood pact with like the other male elf in the party, and they like cut their hands together and like smushed it. It was kind of romantic. Oh, hi Fifi, hi, welcome. What about that cover is ban-worthy? Oh, I just knew that my parents wouldn't like it, and I was obviously right. I think it was like this cover as well. I don't know. I'm struggling to find like Google pictures that's obviously like stretched out, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Yeah, it looks more like that, but yeah. The thorough historical thing, blood packs are done that way. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I do kind of want to get these books one day because I was so into this like adventure that they were going on, and I was like looking forward to going back to the library. It looks like a normal cover. Yeah, I know. I know, but it just wasn't. I just knew at like the time that because it like looks slightly like supernatural and scary that they wouldn't like it, and I was right. And then yeah, that was the thing people did when I was a kid, but I don't know anyone who did it. It kind of sucks, but oh well. It's just a part of. I sort of don't regret it happening, not for the reason that maybe you think, but because I guess like the feeling of having a book series banned that I was really like invested in, and then having that like stripped away from me was kind of like a not a good thing to happen to me, but I don't know. The pain of having to like lose a book series that I really genuinely loved, that was I don't know how to explain it. I didn't think it was a good thing that it happened, but I guess it did happen, and it's a part of my own history, and I think about it quite often, and it makes me more passionate about making sure that people are allowed to read the things. I guess like the effect that it had on me was that it made me more open-minded towards like not judging like other pieces of media that people read or watch, or assuming that like, oh, because you like something that has like something in it, then that automatically makes you like a bad person. Which I guess is a good thing. Having like experienced the feeling of having something that I loved taken away from me because people don't understand. Just don't understand it, you know? Ah! Oh, it's freaking experience for Yuki. Hi Yuka, hi, welcome. Why don't play Elden Ring, Big Sword and Magic? I think Elden Ring is a bit too big for me to stream, as in like the game is too long and everyone else streams it, but I do like FromSoft's games, obviously. I'm a big FromSoft fan. Warring Kingdom's Amalur had a harpoon chain skill, but it never worked on large enemies. Oh! No! No! Was it the one where they were in Japan? I read that before. Well, I remember with the Gods and Goddesses of gathering champions and stuff. It just looks like a normal color, it does. Sorry, I'm trying to remember which messages I've read. It's not immediately BL, it can be a binding hack among allies, not necessarily close friends, but oh yeah, sure. They just had their romantic moment in the dungeons where he like saved his life and then they decided to be blood pact. BL is BL if the mind wills it. It's true. Just when you play the grim stories instead and watch your parents not get it. I mean, it was all like a long time ago. I'm not like angry about it, but as I said, like it definitely made me more open-minded towards like everything. So I guess in that sense, it was kind of a good thing to have happened. It's okay to loss. Yeah. Well, I can always go back and read the series now. I feel like I should buy the series one day myself just to avenge past Lexi. It was always the big worry when I was like a child and a teenager, because I knew that if something like had a cover that looked like slightly scary, then even if the content was fine, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It would just get Also, it's like incredibly funny because like everyone's aware of the phrase like don't judge a book by its cover, but that's what was happening like all of the time. I hate so many idiots supporting AI filtering for stuff to begin with. Ban it and that so likes. Filthy mind! They had to do it or otherwise they wouldn't be true bros. Yeah, exactly. You can convince guys to do everything if you just follow up with you're a true bro. Yeah. What is the phrase, it's not gay if the something. It's not gay if the other guy doesn't get pregnant from it. I think that's what it was. Kindle Lex past Lexi's lost BL if the balls don't touch. Oh, I thought it was if they don't get pregnant. That escalated quickly. here? Are we just like killing enemies? I have literally no clue. Are we just trying to like stop this guy from getting murdered? Oh. Well. It's possible we may have slashed him in
おい
half.
ここら辺トロールが出るぞ。
そんなもん怖くないよ。へっちゃらだよ。
Why are these kids so precocious?
トロールに食われちまっても知らねえからな。
大丈夫。俺たち魔女にもらった武器があるんだ。魔法の木の実さ。
魔女？お前ら魔女に会ったのか？
魔女の館にも行ったことあるよ。
Why are we here just to suffer? Oh, hi, Kaz. Wait, where? I'm gonna miss something. Is it time for best girl? Maybe.
おい、それどこにあるんだ？
教えてほしかったら捕まえてみな。ベーケベーケ。
このクソ
Oh
ガキ。
no, please don't make me chase these children around the map. Please don't place like 3 separate objective markers on the map. Please! Find the kids who know the witch's magic. No! Okay, or maybe it won't be too bad. Let's go, quest, let's go! I am dodging these trees. You'll know my condolences. I'm
ど
not
うしたんだよ。い
happy.
つもみたいにぶっ飛ばしちまえ。
It's because I said the Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, oh no! Why are we here just to suffer?
大丈夫かよ。
I realized the other day that I need to play Ground Zeroes. I need to play the rest of the Metal Gear Solid games. I'm actually quite excited for the Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 2 to come out. I will probably wait for the collection to come out and then play
なんてもんじゃねえ。
play 4 and Peace Walker. I'm not sure if I will ever stream Metal Gear Solid 5. I really like Metal Gear Solid 5. I had a lot of fun with it. But it's really long. I'll be literally streaming it for months, well maybe not months, but you know. It'll take a bit of time. I guess I could just sort of stream Ground Zeroes. Possibly. I don't really feel much desire to stream 5 and Ground Zeroes, to be honest. Maybe because it's not been that long, relatively speaking. I did have a lot of fun with it, but please stop. Ground Zeroes was great. It was a neat little package. I need to get around to giving it a go. I was cleaning up my video game collection, as in getting rid of some games that I kind of collected just because they were cheap or because I was depressed when I bought them. So I was doing a depression cleanup of my collection to try and reduce the quantity a little bit. Whoops, let's use this on the tree.
あいつの剣は力だけじゃね
But then I realized later on that like Ground Zeroes was one of the games that I cleared up because I was like, oh, I'll never play. I'll never play Ground Zeroes. No, stop! Stop! Snakita had the most iconic theme song. It's definitely the most iconic. I hate the trees in this game. They just like spam you with unblockable, annoying to deal with attacks. Also, these like jumpy guns are very annoying. I was watching that one girl with the bomb in her explode. It's really funny. I was depressed when I bought the Water Mood. Yeah. I'm glad that I didn't sell all of the games when I put them. I kind of just like put them aside. It was actually quite nice to like tone down my collection just a smidge into like being more representative of like stuff that I liked. But I did go overboard at the time. Although probably not as overboard as I could have gone. The depression buying and the depression selling video games is a problem. Did you play Peaceful Galaxy? I did. I really enjoyed it. Particularly that audio. Particularly that audio log. Peace Walker. I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed it. Die, you stupid trees. We're going over this way. Is it even worth like going to find it? I think Metal Gear is a fun series to stream because it's like it can be very over the top and exaggerated. It can be very funny. Oh. No trees! No trees, please. We just damage boosted past them. Stop it, stop, no, stop, please, please. That's kind of why I think that like having some kind of an Arkham style counter would be fun. Because you need like a way to stop going from this game is like very much about like offense. It's very much about offense, so you need like some way to incorporate like the defensive counters. It already has like a very it already has kind of like an Arkham style counter in it. It's just there's no indicator. There's too many enemies to like bother using it most of the time, so you just get hit and then flung off to the side. I didn't even know I was going the right way. No, leave me alone. Look how small this child is. I thought that they were like just standing off in the distance, but they're just like really tiny. They look It looks like a weird perspective, like they're shrunk down unnaturally or something. Like they're... I don't think they're supposed to be that young, but their heads are too small.
逃げるだろうが。
No!
バカ教えてほしかった。
No, why are these... Oh,
バカな。
no! 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 No!
犯人袋の方が絶
Awful, cruel game. How could they do this to me?
ざって連中だ。
Baka baka. Ugh. Oh, please. One can only mash the square button for so long.
どうしたんだよ。いつもみたいにぶっ飛ば
The
しち
thing
まえ。
that's a little bit scary about this game is that there's actually like there's like 6 chapters and we're only oh, I was going to go backwards and like shoot them with the rocket fist, but then I got knocked backwards, so I was like, okay, fair enough, I understand.
オラオラ、卵みめらが。今日は燃えるゴミの日だ。
I understand. Sometimes you just need to do a bit of a run past every single enemy. No, no trees, please. Oh. Oh, we made it past. Okay, whatever. 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 How nice of these demons to clear a long, clear path for you so your sword doesn't get stuck in the trees. It's so nice of them. I do really like this game, but the levels really do need to be like a quarter of the length. Like, that's insane. One can only kill the same trolls for... No! No trees! Okay. Providing we get like knocked through them, it's fine. Providing you get knocked through the trees, it's okay. Oh yeah, we can't go too far because if we wander backwards trying to kill them, then the tree that we just took the time to kill will respawn. It will all be for nothing. It will all be for nothing. It's weirdly like, oh no, you don't. Okay, dash. It's weirdly like more repetitive than Drakengard. even though the combat's actually more satisfying. Oh, we killed one, nice.
強えなんてもんじゃねえ。どけやがれ。
Sushi. Die, trees, die! He's not just strong. It's like a black typhoon.
また強くなってません
Run! Avoid the enemies. Stay hydrated, thank you. Oops. Water. Eva, hi! The combat is satisfying, but the encounter level design was dreadful. I dropped it here in the forest. I don't blame you at all. I'd probably do the same thing if I wasn't streaming it. I think if I'm streaming it, I'm too stubborn to give up, but I do kind of want to like see where the story is going. But oh, holy moly, there's just so many enemies. And they're all like easy to take out, but they can still be like really annoying. Like that guy that just like hit you, what was it, like 5 times? It barely did any damage. Like you're not at any risk of dying. But it's still... It's not just like getting hit once, it's like getting hit 5 times and then every single time you get hit you bounce along the ground. I think the problem is lacks a bit of variety in combos and fights, maybe some environmental moves like cutting down tree trunks over the enemies, pushing them into spiky branches. Yeah, it needs like some more variety than just pressing square over and over again. As satisfying as the square button combo is. Like, it's kind of relaxing in some ways, but... It's like kind of exhausting. When I'm streaming it and I feel like it's time to give up, I just play the game offline with Cheat Engine on to get it over with, which is 99% of my games. Could have been the Bard's Tale, at least the dialogue would have been better. Oh, I do like the PlayStation 2 Bard's Tale games. But the thing with Bard's Tale is that it like... it has like more it has more variety in terms of like what you can do in combat. Well, a similar amount at least. Like you have your summoning spells and you have your melee and ranged combat. You do have ranged combat here, but it's not quite it needs a bit of reworking. But you're actually like going on quest in a Bard's Tale. You actually like have a purpose that isn't just like running in a straight line. Did you end up liking the bounce? Sorry, I missed the last stream of that game. Sort of. I think it was aesthetically amazing. I didn't really care about the combat. However, I thought the story was stupid. Sion literally just like yells Dominique for the entire game, and the only like emotional beat that they have, which was with, I think it was, her name was Chaldea. He's like, "Who are you? You look so familiar." "Oh, I'm actually your girlfriend who you thought was dead, but has been turned into like a biological weapon." And he's like, "Oh, no, it can't be." And then like 10 seconds later she's dead, and then he just forgets about her again. It's like, why even bother having that as a plotline if it's just gonna be like have no emotional like resolution or resonance at all.
それが途中でトロールに襲われてな。
Hated Sion. I hated him. He literally, his entire personality is just yelling, Dominique! Dominique! I did like the guy that slid up and down the tree though.
そちらの方は
ああ、トロールに襲われた私を助けてくれたのだよ。
It's hard to care about the cutscenes, the combat when it's just 2 minutes of fighting and 5 minutes of cutscenes, rinse and repeat. Yeah, I also thought that like the combat was interesting by using like the pressure sensitive buttons. However, the pressure sensitive buttons made it like incredibly hard to do combos. Like it works in Metal Gear Solid 2 and probably 3 because like you have to like hold the button down halfway in order to like just hold the aim and then press it all the way to fire. So it means that you have to be like careful with how you're using the pressure sensitive buttons. But with the bouncer it was like you have to use like light press, heavy press, light press, and it was so hard to like do light press and then heavy then light in the timing that was quite required. When something like that happens, it's most likely budget cuts. The Bard's Tale has more wit and more Scottish. I love Scottish. Yeah, I love the... I never finished the Bard's Tale, but I did really like it. I did really like what I played of it. I thought it was funny.
ではこの方たちの中に魔女が。
いや、違うんだ。
そうか。俺はてっきり頼むモーガン、一刻も早く魔女を連れてきてくれ。でないと村は
皆さん申し訳ありませんが、お聞きの通り森の奥に住むという魔女を探し出し、
But yeah, the bouncer was weird. I think I would have liked it more if it was a walking simulator. And they cut out all of the dialogue, or Sion was like mute. I think if like Sion never said a word, then maybe it would have been. Oh, okay. I thought they were going to make me do something else. Oh, thank goodness. Oh no! Swimming have been heading. Oh. Pain. They show Gatsu as this giant of a man, and when the armory was like a head shorter than Griffith. You have to go back again. Oh. Yeah, the level design is really bad. I think it would be better if it was like a Muso game, because like the thing with Muso games, I'm going to make a very specific point. The thing with the way that Muso games are designed is that like you always have objectives, so it's the smart thing to do isn't always to fight like every single enemy that you see. Sometimes you do kind of need to like run past a bunch of enemies, and you need to do that because we can't go that way. Oh no! Oh no! You have to go all the way back down there. Are you kidding me? You have to do like things, because like things are changing on the map, and it's like partially a strategy game. You have to like make sure that you're at like this objective at this time. Even the ones that are like more like corridor based, still like the objective can't always be like clear every single enemy. Relaxing walk in the forest. No Gutsu, no glory. It's so real. For some reason I thought we were like, I'd walked so far that we were down the bottom of the map, but no, we're still at the top. I feel like the game like literally wants you to kill every single enemy that you come across, but there's no point in doing so. Well, there is because you get experience, but they just keep coming. They just keep coming forever. Good news, there is a Berserk Muso game. That one is good, right? I think it's supposed to be good. I was talking about it a little bit earlier because I really want a physical copy of it, and it's like 140 Australian dollars. It's really expensive. But no, I think like if it had Muso-esque objectives where you don't have to kill every single enemy. And also like the Muso maps are ironically shorter, and each map like takes less time to go through them. This stupid forest. Oh my god, this way, okay. When I played the first PS2 North Star Muso game and it was shit, I forgot why I lost interest fast. Yeah, I must admit I haven't played much of it. The second one was kind of worse, I think, than the first one. Or at least like the levels felt very like super corridor based and annoying. Dynasty Warriors is like the most brain dead genre out there. Just mash buttons and move to the shiny object on the map. I don't think it necessarily is. Like I played most of those games on like the harder difficulty, and there was often like you had to like strategize on the more difficult maps at least. Had to strategize and think about what you were actually doing. I think they potentially can be like very brain dead and, oh my gosh, brain dead and stupid, but they're not always like that. It really depends on how well they're designed and balanced. I was just killing monkeys and creatures basically. Basically, we're trying to find like 3 kids that are like hiding where the witch's house is or something. If they are, I was gonna say, if they like block me from being unable to go this way. Serious ones, yay. Wow, life removal service, yeah. Do it like they do in the Discovery Channel. No. I knew that would happen, but okay, they want me to go back over this way. Okay, fine. I feel like the Muso path leads to licensed Toho Muso somehow. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't had a licensed Toho Muso. I feel like that is something that will one day happen. Muso games are sit, play, and have fun genre of games, in my opinion. I really like them. I like them when they're difficult, and it's very hard for them to be difficult. No, no trees! No trees, please! No trees. it's very tricky for them to be difficult because they need to have like defensive systems and offensive systems and they need to like make sure that there's like enough pressure on the map to actually like have you strategize, which usually like means that you have to have like multiple like points being threatened at once. And you need to make sure that you don't potentially die too quickly, but you also don't take too much damage, and the enemies need to be like threatening but also like not too tanky. It's really hard to get the balance right, especially because as well Muso games are games where you can level up, and the stage doesn't necessarily know like what level you're going to be. But I do really enjoy playing them. I think that's fun as well because they can be so similar to each other in one sense, but I find the differences between them to be like kind of fascinating. Path is smaller now, just with backtracking instead. Yippee! Yippee! Speaking of Fist of the North Star, they're making a new adaptation and they're giving it the Berserk 2016 treatment. Oh no! Oh no, that's not what you want to hear. That's not what you want to hear. Why are they like taking these incredibly famous manga and like and treating them so poorly? It doesn't make, well, I guess if it generates them some money then it's fine. People will probably watch a new Fist of the North Star even if it's bad. Providing they get some ratings, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe they just don't care. Oh, hide and seek, yay, yay. Nick's good night. Sweet dreams. Brave Alexi, thank you. That's rhythm games for me and also farm simulators. I'm not sure what my relax games would be. Oh, here. I'm so annoyed at these kids. I'm like skipping through the dialogue. What are we doing? Defending them. Well, I see, yippee! Yay! Yay! I think we're like defending the kids, but the kids live like despawned from the map, so it's not really obvious what we're doing. It's not really obvious. Got a bit of similarity with those tiger dramas Japan has, like you've got regular actors in the same roles over the years even if the interpretation of the characters radically changes. Holy moly, after I finish this chapter, I need to go to bed.
大
I
丈夫
need
か
to go to bed.
俺様に任せとけ
Pressing the same button like over and over again. Oh. Is rough. I don't know if the next two chapters are like quite as long as these ones are. So if they're not, then maybe that will be. It seemed like they had a lot of boss fights. Like there's been barely any boss fights for like the past little while. But I was looking at the long play and it seems like there's a lot of boss fights loaded into the back half of the game or something. So that's good, perhaps. That's good, right? I think another small improvement that could be made to this game is that you get these like executions. Like when you see the brand appear in the health bar, you can press triangle and you'll instantly you'll instantly like kill an enemy like this. But the problem is you have to use it like really quickly. Like basically as soon as it appears. Because if you try to save it, then it just vanishes, and then you have to like earn it all over again. I hate these kids. I hate these kids. I hate these kids for making me run all around the map, use it or lose it. Yeah. The thing is though, I don't think like use it or lose it is an overly bad thing. However, there's only certain monsters that it's worth using on, because like all of these we kill them in like 1 or 2 slashes. Like they just get instantly killed. So there's literally no point in using the execution move on anything that's like not a bigger monster. Oh, I think there was a safe one around here somewhere, but I didn't use it. I'm gonna... I hope I don't regret this. I don't think I physically have it in me, so... do this level again if I end up dying. Ah! Ah!
どうしたんだよ、いつもみたいにぶっ飛ばしちまえ。
Gauge is replenished with me. Ippy. This is one of the few games I could actually like encourage people to play on the very easiest difficulty, because there's no challenge to it.
この間抜け面の石像は。
石像じゃないぞ。ゴーレムって言って魔女の召使いの泥人形だ。
おお、そいつから離れろ。
Why are the kids in this game so stupid?
待ってください。
話の通じる相手じゃん。
Why are they all so stupid?
ざって連中だぜ。
よ最初のことだけど。メイデーメイデー。
Mayday, Mayday.
上なんてもんじゃねえ。
But I don't think there's any I don't think there's any challenge to the game. So there's not really much point in playing it on a difficulty that's not like super easy mode.
ヤクザどもか。
I did initially like decide to play it on insane or whatever they call the hardest difficulty, and it was just really boring and kind of painful. From Snowman to Clayman. Yep. Wow, 51 hit combo! I do really like I think because the golems like bleed dirt, slashing them up is rarely satisfying. Like they get chopped into pieces like very cleanly. It feels satisfying. Square, 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 square. Is that the end of them? No, it's not. There's no end of them. They never end. They never end. They just keep going forever. Yay! We did it! Yippee!
あん時の魔女ガキ。
私はシール家、お師匠様がお会いになられるそうです。どうぞこちらへ。私はイバレラ、この子のお目付け役よ。
Why does she get close but not Puck? The square, square, square strat work. It does. Square, square, square never fails.
楽園のお二人、お会いできて嬉しいわ。お待ちしていました。
I've been expecting you.
ばあさん、あんた一体。
His name is Puck. He doesn't give a fuck.
ちょっと待って。今はそちらのお話の方が先だわ。トロールのことね。
はい。
残念ながら私にはお力ず死期が迫っているのです。でもご心配なく。シール家、力を貸しておあげなさい。
お師匠様、そんな。
皆さん、どうか我が弟子にお力添え願えませんか。無償でとは申しません。あなた方が戻るまでに楽園の力を消し去ることは叶います。少なくともあなた方が取りつかれることは防げるはず。
Ooh.
その話乗ったぜ。
ありがとうございます。
よろしくお願いします。
They chose a cute voice actor. A cute voice
こ
actor
れから皆
or
さんにお
actress
渡
for
しする
her.
ものがあります。精霊の加護を授かった魔法の武具です。これがあれば皆さん、まずはセルピコさんには風のエレメンタル、シルフェの剣とフードを、
Cool.
石ドラさんには火のエレメンタル、サラマンデルの探検と、
Why does he get stuff? I kind of wish that he just like, I don't know.
魔除けの力がある
They just
銀で
left
できてい
him
ます。
behind.
使い方は俺さ、基本は今 L2 ボタンを押しながら四角ボ L2 ボ
They really should phrase the use a different word than press L2 and square to use Isdoru's fetish.
それでは実際に呪物を使用してゴーレムたちと戦
Please use them to fight the golems. Why?
うまく使いこなしてください。
この俺が一つま
Why? We already like spent 20 minutes fighting the
あい
golems.
つなんて大きさ。
Fetish is just an item used in rituals and whatnot. I know, but it's still funny. It's still funny.
頼みましたよ、精霊さんたち。
Oh, I see. It's time spot. Okay, fair enough. No, I don't want to use it. That idiot son.
どうにかして動きを止められれば。
I don't want to use his attacks. I'm like reminded of how stupid he is every single time.
なんだよこいつ、聞いてねえのか。
備品だぜ。なんとか動きを止められりゃ。
Oh,
気づくことができるでしょうか。
yay, slushy, slushy.
あはー、体の中にですね。
あら、バレちゃったかしら。
Slushy, slushy. You must continue to smash square and door.
おい、もっと頑張りなさいよ。あら、完璧にバレちゃってるわね。
No.
ちゃんとしてください。
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. Stop, stop.
どうして戦わないんですか。
Slushy, slushy.
こうなったらもうダメね。
Yay! Is she going to sell me a NordVPN subscription? I hope so.
そうか、ガッツさん。頼みましたよ、精霊さんたち。
腕だけ切っててもキリがねえ。
Yay! Ooh.
ばあさん、あんた言ったな。
お告げがあったの。閣僚の友人から楽。
力を貸せ。まあいいさ。
ベヘリット、閣僚の真相と打つよう結ぶ鍵。5人の見つかりを召喚する。
教えてくれ。奴ら。
これは叱るべき時、叱るべき者の手にある。人の意志の及ぶところではないわ。
神のみぞ知るってやつか。
彼らは
私たちにとって大いなる謎の一つ分かっているのは
I like getting teased with the lore. That was kind of fun. Why is she called Flora, not Furora? I don't
か
know.
けてあげればよろしいのに
The translation is mysterious
たくま
and
しい子たちの
brave.
こと少々危ういところもあるけれどそれにしてもどういう風の吹き回しかしらあなたが私に頼み事だなんてそれも誰かのために古き友よ
私が手を下さずともあの者もまた因果律に導かれし一因子なのやもしれん
そうね神は運命を与えたもん出会いという運命を
Yay! We survived!
イーノック村はこの先森を抜けたところにあります
They already butchered the party names. Gotta go the whole way.
さあ
Morgana.
とっとと出発しようぜサルども
全く足手まといだ。どうしてお師匠様はこんな連中
What does it say? Defense will rise. Defense? That's so boring. Oh, the longest chapter in video game history. Oh my gosh. Is save state an option in case you get into a jam? Maybe. Maybe, but I'd prefer not to use it. Ah.
ゴキブリ発見落ち敵の動きをよく見てください
I'd prefer not to to use the save state. I don't think I've used a save state a single time when I've been streaming. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'd rather play them as they were in the kind of like the slightly more pure way, I guess, if possible. Where are we going the other way? Running around the forest again. Yippee!
油断してはいけません
I genuinely thought that the end of the chapter would be when we got to the witch's hut, but no! No! Purity of square. Yeah, we must preserve the purity of mashing the square button over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like I said earlier, I think of like the levels where initially I said if they were cut by like a third, and then I said if they were cut by like a quarter. I think if you like cut the levels by like a sixth or something, like if they were a sixth of the size that they were, then they would be much better. But maybe I'll go down to like an eighth or a tenth eventually. Because the combat is like fun in smaller doses, but they full party now. It's supposed there are more combo possibilities. No, not really, because all she does is like a defensive spell. She just makes your defense higher. And I don't know what Isidoro does. And then the other guy like stops time for a little bit. And then Puck. So it didn't like change combo possibilities at all. It's still just cut the entire game. Make her like the bouncer. Like if the bouncer had combo that was this fun. And a story that was this interesting.
Ah, そうか。さあ中へ。
Leave Alexi, thank you. Never mind then. Oh, oh my gosh, no way, no way. Oh, chapter 4, there's 6 chapters. Hi Alex, hi, welcome. Welcome. Let me see how much longer I have to play with this game according to the long play. According to the long play, I am. According to the long play, I am. I'm less than halfway through the game. Why did they make it so long? I'm so sleepy. I need to sleep. I need to sleep. We did me best girl, so that's good. So game to save data successfully. Wait. Raise the level. Burn enemies around. Guts with the fire of the elements. Okay. Stop the flow of time. Increase defense. Covers health. We've almost got enough for the max sword speed, so that's good. That's good. I transferred my EP to you in my dreams. Yeah, it's like a relay race. Like one person sleeps and then wakes up, and then the next person has to go to bed. Tiny fairy and 2 raptured in the cycle of guts to sleep. True. Somewhat true. Let's let's go to the next level and see the cutscenes and then see how I feel. But I don't think I can. For some reason I thought that I was up to like chapter 3 and that there would be so chapter 4 is the same length as chapter.
皆さん、これを指に結んでください。電話をできるようにします。通常をはるかに超えた意思の疎通が可能になります。皆さんは私の指示に従っていただきたいのです。
Why is that kid such a brat? Not going to take a break. No, no way. I think I need to end stream, unfortunately. I don't think I can handle any more tonight. It's weird because it's fun, but you can only mash square for so long before you start to feel like you're going insane. you can only mash square for so long before the insanity kicks in. So yeah, let's read Red. Oh, let's read Red tonight. Thank you for the stream. Kid with the old man's voice must be spanked. I agree. I hate him. I hate him. I don't know why. I don't know why he's such a horrible child. Get you a turbo button. I kind of need a turbo button. I wonder if a turbo button would make a difference. Think of all the exercise. Totally understandable. Thanks for the stream. Thank you so much for coming. I don't know if we'll play more of this next stream or not. I usually don't like dropping games, and I'm actually like really enjoying the story, but the idea of pressing script, I might need to like recover a little bit and then come back to it like another time. Maybe we play like Ace Combat 2 or something next stream. From what I remember, Isadora has always been a brat in the manga. Why? Why include characters like that? I hate precocious like children characters. Why are they like this? I had to gambit. I also need to think about what I want to stream next week for my birthday. But yeah, thank you so much everyone. It was really fun. It was really fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. He changes, but we're stuck with him for now. I must admit it like has increased my like motivation to read the rest of the manga, because as I said, I did kind of like some would drop it just because of the content was a bit intense at the time. This was like years ago. This was years ago. It would be more or less fine now, but I've had my enthusiasm renewed for this game, which is kind of cool and exciting. But yeah, I'll see you all soon. I'll see you everyone. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or sleep or whatever you do. Bye. Bye.